Artel W has the next war boss for you.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, hobby maniacs. I'm Rob Baer from SpikyBits.com. Today we're going to take a look at the Artel W Miniatures Iron Boss, that huge orky war boss that came out over the holidays that was so hot. We finally got our hands on them. They sent us one for review. I know it took a while, but these things were super popular, so I'm just happy that they did so well for Artel, and we were actually finally able to get one. So if you didn't get one yet and you've been on the fence, you didn't see all the great ones already out there that people got them painted up already from all the different batches that they've shipped out, well, this video is for you. If you've already seen it, sorry, but it will at least give you some size comparisons for you to check out. So let's go hit their website so you can at least see where to get it from right off the bat, and then compare it to some existing miniatures out there, unbox it, and also put it together. So Artel W, that's Wilco.com, is the place to check out all the great miniatures. Now I have all sorts of stuff, and you've probably seen a video at least every month here on this channel with their new releases that they send over, and I think that's great. They got a ton of stuff. They got some new busts now. They got a whole bunch of new 28mm scale figures, which we also have, and we'll be generating some videos for them as well here in the near future. But if 28mm figures are your thing, well, here's all the new releases that are out right now. But we're gonna scroll down a little bit, down to the big boy, the Iron Boss. Here he is, $41.99 plus shipping, of course. If you want the special gift box, you can add that for $6, but you know, it's not super needed, to be quite honest. So there's one of the options. It's got the little grot on top with the little stubbo, which I think is pretty cute. And then you can see he's got the axe. He's got a couple different options there. Here's a breakdown of the parts, which we're also going to show you here in a second. And you can see, so you got the hilt, and then you've got two different heads. There's the axe head, and there's a hammer around there, and that's not it. But where is it? I don't know. It's here somewhere, I assure you. There's definitely a huge hammer option. So there's the axe option, there's the, kind of the back, a better look at it, there's the claw, and the little orc duder on top. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a little gift box. That's neat. So it's 28mm, yeah, we know, scale, 75mm to the eyes, contains 29 parts, including the options for weapon, arm, and others. This is really weird because I don't see all the parts that I thought were here, but that's okay. There's a lot of different stuff to show you still. Maybe it's just the angle is bad. No, that's I don't know. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I digress. There it is right there. So if you don't opt for the black box version, which is an extra $6, which is okay because these cardboard boxes are actually pretty neat. And remember, they're going to come in a nice little wrapping, a little wax seal and stuff, depending on how much stuff you order. Once you open it up, there's going to be a little sticker there for the Iron Boss, which I think is pretty neat, and a neat little thing right there. It's all wrapped in bubble wrap, so you've got your, I think this is a 50mm base, which is definitely comparable to what we would expect there. And then all the parts are going to be in here in two little baggies, and that's a significant amount of parts right there for such a kind of large box. That's a lot of stuff. So this guy is definitely going to be a lot bigger than I thought. Well, I've kind of seen how big he is, but this is going to be fun. All right, so first thing I noticed right off the bat is that they've designed, they've worked in better processes for the designs, better tolerance and things. First off, if you were able to get one of the Kabork minis that came out about 1.5 years ago or so, the little skull trophy racks on that were a little too small and they broke off kind of easily. They've learned from their mistakes there, and this one is nice and chunky and nice as big, so I already like that right off the bat. And you can kind of see, man, this guy is, I mean, this is a 50mm base, but he's literally too big for it. You could easily put him on a 60mm if you really wanted to. I mean, they've come a long ways in their design process. Look at these little studs here that lock in a triangle, won't slip. It's got three solid points right there. Why did I have to check it's a triangle? Of course it's got three. Three solid points right there to lock everything in place on the arms. And I mean, look at all the gorgeous detail. It didn't lose anything. It's a nice solid resin right here. I don't have any complaints about the quality of the resin, and you've even got a little skull there on the top. Now there's lots of parts and different options. The one they didn't show you is this little grenade launching kind of horned skull type deal right here, which Let's see, who else has a little stick bomb launcher on the back of his? I don't know. Must be a really, really big orc to have this sort of thing on the back of his on the back of his backpack there. I think we can all make some guesses as to who he's supposed to be. Probably a Ghazghkull Thraka. If you want him to be, you can. And there's that right there. I think this goes up. I'd have to look. Oh, it goes this way because there's those locked in right there. So I'm already having fun discovering how this thing goes together. You got the little grot with his little stubber assembly here. He's got a little turret. Probably that. I really like this hammer. This is really, really big and super chunky. It looks like either of these can switch. There's a little slot. Oh, you got to trim off that tab right there. But either of these will fit in depending on which slot you want to use. If you want to go with this axe head, or if you want to go with oh, and there's 2 different arms too. That's neat. So you've got a robot arm, or you've got this ginormous greenskin arm, which is very well detailed. Check this out. So all the parts and everything look very expertly crafted and detailed work. I mean, you've got stuff coming out. I mean, I didn't scrape any of these mold lines off besides trimming a little bit of the mold right there on those different chunks. There really isn't much as far as actual seams to scrape or anything like that, which is really cool. There's some tubes. I don't even know what all these parts go to yet. I'm gonna have to reference a few things here. You got some nice big chunky, they look to be shoulder pads, which, I mean, just look at the quality of that. Very, very incredible stuff. This is probably one of the biggest, well, obviously one of the biggest miniatures they put out, but I mean, it just feels like one of the most, not only is it ambitious, but it's also very well done at the same time with the amount of different options here. I'm really excited to get this together and see how it all fits. I mean, look at the banner, the Waggy banner. That thing is pretty dope too. So for the price, $41.99, and the quality, already looking at it, I'm really digging it so far, but we definitely want to get this guy together. I already have one here that's together, that's partially painted, just to give you an idea what you can kind of do with it from my buddy Felix. But I also want to put one together to kind of give you the gotchas that you might need to know as well. Okay, so here he is in all his orky glory. This guy. I was impressed before, but then we get him together and we see all the rest of the options that can still go on here. And the fact that you can keep it modular in order to paint it, I am very much impressed. This is probably one of the best miniatures I've ever held in terms of design and detail work, and just overall composition of the piece in general, with, you know, details of like these little valves here, all the extra exhaust ports, the little skulls on a pike here, the claw with all of the stubbas and things. Then whatever this is, I don't even know, but it's dope. I like it. The head, everything locks into place here. You've got the place over here, the sockets. They've increased their tolerances for all the designs and things, so the various items won't snap off. That's where the big WOG banner goes right there. If you want to put it in there, it's pretty neat. Now the reason I left this modular is to switch between the little stubber duder, which only locks in one way, and that's okay, but they leave his arms kind of separate, and the rest of him's really got a bunch of orc skin. And remember, these guys are a little bit lighter than the darker orcs, so this guy would probably be great to do separate and then glue them together, and he'll kind of sit back there, which is really neat to see. And then of course you've got the 2 different hilts to choose from. You can go with crazy hammer or big BF axe right here. You can do, I mean, this right here is like, it's ginormously big, and I haven't showed you all of it yet because I really want to. That totally wasn't me hitting my lunch on the desk. So I mean, it's like 3.5 inches long right there, and tall, you're talking, because he's gonna have a little rock to step on, over 3 inches tall, which is pretty incredible to say the very least right there. Now the piece I like the most, oh, remember there's 2 different arm options. We went with the skin, so we could do up some really cool orky skin, hopefully on stream. There's a little armor plate here, or shoulder pad, that would go over that we left off, so we can paint it separate, which will look really dope. And then you've got the pebble that he's stepping on, doing his Captain Morgan kind of leaps and bounds kind of pose right there over on the base. Like I said, this can go on a much bigger base,
But probably my favorite part of this miniature is this piece right here, which really kind of brings it, let's see if we can hold this for you, which kind of really brings it home as one of the best looking not Ghazghkull models out there ever in the history of ever. I mean, this is everything that another company that produces miniatures really wishes they could do, and obviously they can, and they probably will in the near future. But hey, who knows when that's going to be. If you're in the market for a ginormous orc war boss or a not Ghazghkull, then this, I literally can see no other miniature out there. This is just an incredible piece of art, piece of miniature figure history. I'm just enamored with this with this miniature. It's just so well done. I'm so glad to actually have it in my hands as, you know, a previous orc player in years past. It's just a very, very cool miniature and very, very well done by Artel W. So we've got it together, like I said, in all our little sections here so we can paint it separately. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to point out too, and this is one of the things that impressed me the most. Normally all those striations in the bone have to be painted on separately, which is a pain in the butt, believe me. But nope, not this. These are all already done. So if you have a little bit of wash, you can do your fades, you can cut in with your glazes and things, and it's gonna look perfect. And then of course you got the smoke launcher or stick bomb chucker thing, I forget what it's called, but that's all right there too. So overall, one of the best miniatures I've ever held in my hands. Just on overall composition, design, detail, everything. It's right here. It's everything I feel like orc players ever wanted it to be. As a previous orc player, it's definitely near and dear to my heart. So I am very happy to have this miniature from Artel W. So make sure you check them out over at artelw.com. Get yours today. I think they're caught up on orders. They had a lot of orders for this. I wonder why. So that's it for this one, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.